So, there's this meme intro people do sometimes based on Metal Gear Solid 4. I'm not going to do it here because it'd be cringe, the script would look something like this if I did, but importantly, it would be kind of thematically appropriate for this video. You see, skin investing has changed. It's no longer about the fundamentals of the market, supply and demand, or understanding player sentiment. Instead, it's about now this video is sponsored by Skinsmonkey, the trading site where you can quickly and easily trade your skins. Just log in, add your trade link, and you are good to go. All you have to do is select the items you want and hit the trade button. There's over 150,000 items to choose from, and if you use my code Heyzeus, you can get up to $5 off your first trade. And even if you're not interested in trading, the site holds free, daily, weekly, and monthly giveaways that you can enter completely for free. It's a great site, check it out, link is in the description. Right, so we've got to be clear about something right at the start here. When I say skin investing is retarded, I don't mean that it isn't profitable. When I say it's retarded, what I mean is that the way it is profitable is stupid and makes no fucking sense anymore. And I want to explain what I mean by this really clearly. Good skin investing has never required you to be Warren Buffett, and dumb things have always happened on the market before, but in the past, there at least was a kind of stunted logic to things. The value in skins mostly came from players wanting them, and when you combine that with a bit of supply and demand and knowing the fundamentals of the system, it was possible to be kind of logical about what you were doing. In 2019, for example, investing in a Gungnir was an obvious good move. It was rare, it was good looking, it was discontinued, and the Chinese were flooding the game, and we all know they love shiny things. The Shadow Web case was also another obvious investment. It had exclusive knives, it was discontinued, and CS players are addicts. Fast forward to Broken Fang, and suddenly this Operation skins weren't looking anywhere near as hot. The skins were shit, there was too many of them, and at the time they were mostly dud investments. Now, Operation Riptide had a similar problem. Even though its skins looked nicer, they were still really common and didn't perform well, but there were other good opportunities. Almost no one was investing in the Surf Shop stickers, for example, and the Riptide case had been discontinued with a bunch of snazzy new goals, and if you invested in these skins, you did really well. And while you didn't need to be George Soros to pick up on this stuff, there was at least a kind of logic to successful investing. Were there exceptions? Of course, just look what happened to the gold web foil back in 2020. But if you could manage to bring at least 70 IQ to the table, you would probably have success. But if we look at where investing is today, the picture is very different. It's not that investing isn't lucrative, in fact it's very lucrative, but the way it works is very different. One of the best investments this year, for example, has been the Armory. Valve removed some stuff from it, and this stuff has gone very well. But if we look at the timing, the best time to sell was actually before the items were even removed. When Valve announced they were going, there was a big hype, and since then it's been flat. The key to making profit here has been capitalizing on the hype, not actually making a good long-term investment. And importantly, this is the smartest example from all year. Aside from this, a lot of other skins have been going up. Tons, but pretty much all of it has been manipulation, occurring pretty much the entire year. And while I don't really have a beef with the people that are doing this, it has created a situation where what's happening on the market bears no resemblance to what's happening in the game as a whole. What's the basis for the coalition specifically getting this expensive, for example? Well, there isn't one. A bunch of people just decided to buy the shit out of it. And how do you plan for this as a logical, rational investor? Well, you can't. You buy something and hope it gets targeted. And while I'm reliably informed that these pump and dump groups in China who are doing this are very sophisticated, purely from an investing perspective, this is negative 10 IQ territory. Now, to be clear, I am not saying you are dumb if you made a profit out of any of this. Profit is profit, and a successful investment is a successful investment. But the nature of successful investments clearly has changed. In fact, while I was writing this video, people started manipulating the evil genius and renegade hollows again. Second time's the charm, I guess. And the real question I'm interested in all of this is why? Why are things so different compared to 5 years ago? This is basically a completely different market now. Even when China was pumping money into skins back in 2019, it was really different. They were buying play skins and stuff like that. They were doing it to show off in-game. They weren't buying 100 hydroponics just to prove that they could. But I do have a theory on why this may have happened. You see, in the past, the player base is what's driven the overall market. That level 6 basic guy with a $500 inventory who opens 20 cases a year, the economy is built on people like him. But over the past few years, I think we've had a massive influx of people interested in skins purely as a way to make money. And because they brought so much money in with them, they're now the dominant force in the market, completely overshadowing normal players. But investors don't behave like normal players. They aren't buying skins to play with or opening cases for fun. Instead, they're mass buying stuff in the hope it's going to be more expensive in the future, or just outright manipulating stuff in the hope of making a quick buck. So rather than say the Gungnir naturally going up in price over a number of years, we now have shit like the Crimson Weave Pump. Rather than old cases slowly getting more expensive, we have the glove case being bought to the literal tits. It's gone from being a market of players to a market of investors, and because of that, logic and reason have also kind of gone out the window, because the only thing making prices go up is people artificially forcing them up. And if that sounds bad and unsustainable, well, I don't know if it is. CS2 itself is looking very stable and not like it's about to die anytime soon, which is important. We do need a living game for this to keep on happening, and the skin economy is still only a couple of $1 billion, so it's not going to take that much to keep prices up, and individual skins are going to remain insanely susceptible to price manipulation, and there's not really a whole lot that could actually change that. Fundamentally, I think this may just be the beginning, and I hope you're not looking to buy some affordable play skins, because in that case, you're probably fucked. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. If you've enjoyed it, please like, comment, and subscribe, massively appreciated. Otherwise, trust the numbers, not your guts. I'm Heyzeus, thanks for watching, see ya.